Did you know that when you train your heart and lungs through intervals, and every single one of us needs to do this, that you get awesome benefits? And we're going to talk about that today. Hey, Kathie Owen here, certified fitness trainer and mindset coach since 2002, transforming lives in magic fashion using Stop the Mind Screw system and fitness and mindset. And today we're talking about cardiovascular health, and that every single one of us, no matter what your fitness goals are, no matter what your age, needs to train like this. Why don't trainers talk about heart rate? Why don't they? I don't get it. That is the most important component of your cardiovascular system. I know, right? But let me tell you something. With my 20 years of experience, I train everybody across the board to do their cardiovascular exercise just like this. What is it? It's those spikies that I talk about in the heart rate. Last week we did a video on the smartwatch and how to use it. And this week we're talking about the biggest mistake I see in cardiovascular exercise or just fitness in general. I don't hear any trainers ever talk about this. Why? It's the most important component of your fitness. So what's your max heart rate supposed to be? And why do you want to get it there? That is the question of the day. Your max heart rate is 220 beats a minute minus your age. And that's the max heart rate that you want to attain, or at least 85% of that number. How do you calculate that? I'm going to show you in this calculation right here for a 40-year-old. 220 beats a minute minus your age, which is going to be 40, equals 180. Multiply that 180 by 0.85%, and you want to at least get to that number when you're working hard. Then you want to slow it down. Oh my gosh, this is where I see the biggest mistake. You see, most people, when they first start working out with me, they think, oh my gosh, I got to work out. I got to work out hard. I got to go. And so they take their heart rate up and they spike it at the top, and it levels out. So they take it way up high. I don't see any spikies in their heart rate. And that's when I freak out, because they are missing out on the benefits of those spikes. What are the benefits? Well, let me list them for you right here. They are improved oxygen going through your body better, which just means a tremendous amount of benefits. You have more energy, you have more stamina, you feel great all day long, and coincidentally, you burn more calories. But every single one of us needs to train like this because we need to exercise our heart. Your heart is your most important muscle in your body. Do you train it? Here's how to do it. How does one get fit? Well, you do the interval training like this, and then you also can take some deep breaths, and it will bring your heart rate down in between those shallow breaths. When you start slowing down, that'll bring the heart rate down quickly. Actually, in the old days, this is how I did a fitness test. I put somebody on the treadmill or the elliptical, have them hold on to the heart rate sensors, warm up, see where their heart rate's at. Then I'd speed them up and have them go as fast as they can and watch their heart rate. If their heart rate got up close to the number or high, I would have them slow down. But I would try to strive for 1 minute of fast and then slow them back down, way down. And usually most people are thinking, why is she slowing me down? I need to work. I need to work out harder. No, you slow it back down and bring the heart rate down. If during that 1 minute rest work, it comes down quickly, that means you are fit. If it doesn't come down quickly, that's when we need to train it like I'm teaching today. So many people jump on the equipment and just start going and going and going and get that spike in the heart rate and take it up high, and then it levels out. They think that that's the way they need to work, but you need to do it like this because our heart needs the exercise too. And that's the main reason we're even doing cardiovascular exercise. And you can get the benefits of this on any type of cardio that you do. Even if it's just walking outside, you can walk fast for a little bit and then slow it down. Walk fast for a little bit and then slow it down. You don't even need to fill your heart rate. If you can't check it on your smartwatch, you can always go by what's called rate of perceived exertion. And I'll put a picture here showing you what that looks like. But you want to take it from a level 3 or 4 up to a level 9, maybe a 10, and then bring it back down to a 3 or 4. If you do have a smartwatch on and you can monitor that, get familiar with what that feels like so you don't have to watch it all the time. I train every single client, no matter what their age, from age 20 to age 90, and I've trained them all in between. I train them just like this. Why? Because that's what the heart needs for its exercise. Even marathon runners need to train like this. And I have trained marathon runners to train like this because it builds stamina and it builds energy and it improves their time on their marathon run. What happens when we train like that, where we take our heart rate up and level it out and don't have the spikies in our heart rate? Our body starts releasing a hormone that is called cortisol. And cortisol is released in fight or flight, in times of stress, and things like that. Cortisol is one of those hormones that loves fat cells. It has a party with fat cells, especially in your belly area. That is why you want to interval train, because if you go up and you work it and you keep it up high, you're not getting the benefits of the great hormones. And here are those. Okay, we want to do our cardio to benefit us so that we get the good feeling hormones. And I see it so often, and actually I had to switch somebody's mindset on this because they thought they had to work hard, especially the whole time. And I noticed on their heart rate thing on their smartwatch that they were just maxing it out at the top. And they were only working out for 20 to 30 minutes. Now, granted, that's fine at first, but if you've been working out for a month, 2 months at a time and being relatively consistent, you need to exercise for 45 minutes to an hour to get these benefits. What happens in the last 15 minutes of that workout? If you're doing cardio at the very end, you get to release the feel-good hormones. You hear about a runner's high, you can get that doing this type of cardiovascular exercise, especially at the end of your workout. You start to release the hormones that counteract cortisol. So you just start feeling good and it feels great all day long. So how does one do this type of exercise if they walk? If they do the treadmill, if they do the elliptical, if they do the stairs, if they do strength training? I'm going to tell you. Let's say you have only access to walk outside, and that's great. Or walk on a treadmill at home. And you can get the benefits of this exercise by doing this. You warm up on anything you do. You want to warm up the muscles. And then you speed it up and go fast as you can for a minute. And then slow it back down until your heart rate comes down. Get familiar with that feeling of the 50% to 65% of your max number. Then you speed it back up and slow it down. Speed it back up and slow it down. For the elliptical, you climb on there, start moving, hit quick start, and just warm up. Then you go into 1 minute, no longer than a minute, as hard as you can, as fast as you can. Watch the speed. Then slow it back down for a minute, 2 minutes, until your heart rate comes back down, and then speed it up. On the stairs, which is one of the best, is you take it to a 4 to a 5, and then speed it up to a 10, to a 15. For 30 seconds, if you can, go for a minute. Then slow it back down for a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes, and then speed it up again. Remember, watch your heart rate and see if you can bring it back down and then take it up. Bring it back down and take it up. When you're strength training, this is one of the best benefits because your strength training, I recommend doing supersets. So you're working chest and triceps. You do a chest press, and grab a tricep dumbbell and do an overhead extension, and then rest. Watch your heart rate, see it go up, bring it down. One of the very best benefits of this type of exercise is to do it at the end of your workout. Why? Because that really pushes the good feel hormones through the end. If you strength train, you want to do your cardio at the end. Of course, you want to warm up when you get started and then do your cardio at the end, your intense cardio, because that's going to help you release those good hormones and get over that cortisol hump. And so when you exercise like this, it extends your calorie burn and the way your heart is working all throughout your day. So yes, it's best to do it first thing in the morning, but it's not going to make or break you if you can only exercise in the evenings. So another thing that happens when you exercise like this is you sleep better at night. I have so many of my clients tell me that their sleep has drastically improved when they train like this. So I highly recommend going and watching my smartwatch video, which shows you the spikies in the heart rate and why that is beneficial and how to watch it on your smartwatch. And also, you can just keep track of it on the elliptical or the treadmill where they have the heart rate sensors on there. But get familiar with what that feels like so you don't even have to look at it. And you can go off of rate of perceived exertion. And then you can work it like that. All right, that's my video for today. Don't know how I got through this because it's been crazy around here. But I did. And until next time, I'll see you next time. Peace out and namaste. Pew. Oh, there's a squirrel. Did you see the squirrel? Oh, it's so cute. Okay, sit down, sit down, sit down. Rusty, sit. Okay, so then you get the benefits of the feel-good hormones of endorphins and anandamide. And, oh my God, I'm really having a bad time right now because my camera messed up. And actually, I recorded this video 2 weeks ago and I didn't like it. It didn't have the editing components I needed for it. So I was just like, and I've been going through a lot of crap. I feel like shit right now because I've got a cold going on and I had a lot of stress this week, and I'm trying to get this video filmed and edited and done, and I'm getting there, I promise. As opposed to those hormones that feel like crap,